से उसी चैनल पे कोड बाव पे एंड आप लोगों को मैं होप कर रहा हूँ कि आपको सारी सीरीज मतलब सी के सीरीज समझ में आ रही होंगी अच्छे तरीके से एंड होप कर रहा हूँ कि आप लोग जब अभी तक सारे वीडियोस अच्छे तरीके से लेक्चर्स को देख लिए होंगे और अगर कोई भी डाउट्स आप जरूर से कमेंट में पूछ सकते हैं या फिर हमारे जो दिए हुए कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर है या फिर ईमेल में आप हमें ईमेल कर सकते हैं जिससे कि हम आपकी हेल्प कर सकते हैं ईमेल के द्वारा। चलिए आज की वीडियो को भी ज्यादा बिना टाइम को वेस्ट किए हम लोग आज से थोड़ा शॉर्ट वीडियोस बनाने की कोशिश करेंगे and just let's start the class. So today in our class we are going to learn about the data types in C language. So let's start the class. So let's move to the window. Here you can see in the slide understanding data types. Let's understand the data types in a glance. Okay, so we'll start the class. Now we are into the next slide and what actually data types are, let's understand. So see, in the you need to understand what actually data is. So data is nothing but a raw facts which is not organized. Like anything can be data, anything can be data, even this can be a data. This is a lighter. Okay, see, this is a ring can be also a data, a perfume can be also a data. Anything in this world which is a living or non-living or an entity is a data. So let me just increase the brightness. Yeah, let me just increase the brightness so that we can have a good view. Yeah, so you can just see guys. So actually in our real life many things are there which are actually data but they are not organized. So data can be data of different types. Yeah, so lighter is sort of a solid data, something are like liquid type of matter like perfumes or water, whatever it is a liquid form. Something are in a gaseous form. So we have in real physical life we have three sorts of matter, right? In technologically or in the computer science we have sorts of data which are into of 3 to 4 types. Like they are or maybe a numerical value, maybe a character value that is literal, or we can say it like as an alphabetical value, or else it would be like a symbol which is a like ampersand, percentage, asterisk and all that stuff. U equal to, plus, minus, these sorts of symbols are wondered out there. So let's get into the topic. What actually I mean to say is data type. What does the type says is the what type of data actually the data is resembling in our computer technology is known to be data types. So let's understand. As we know, in the previous videos we have understood the concept of variables, where we have discussed how the variables are actually maintained. So I would just say how we create, initialize, declare the variables we have understood in the previous videos. Firstly, I would say that watch it if you haven't watched it. If you have watched it, so it's better you just go again and revise it all. So I wish that you have understood. So let's understand the concept of data types here. So as we declare a variable of some certain name, that is identifier variable name, which is I wish that the thing which we are writing before it in a syntax of a variable, that thing is the type of data. Like variables are sorts of container, but the container what actually is going to have it inside it, type of data which is having inside it the container, that's what a data type is. Data says the variable will store what sort of thing inside it. It is the simple fact that it is a data type. See here we have written something that is each variable in C has associated data type. Yeah, exactly. Every variable should have a data type. Without a data type, a variable is not a valid one. It specifies the type of the data that the variable can store, like integer, character, floating, double, etc. These are few sorts of data types. We will be discussing in the next slide what actually types of data types we have, are available in our C language or else any sort of programming languages. But few are respectively not in C language, as it is a procedural structured language. And also a low level binary sort of assembly level language. So it has few limitations as it can't perform object oriented programming, so it doesn't have boolean type of things. Whether whatever, we will discuss it later. Let's understand the concept here. Each data type requires different amounts of memory and has some specific operators which can be performed over it. Yeah, exactly. This is the super thing. And the data type is a collection of data with values having fixed values, meaning as well as its character. Yeah, what this actually mean to say is a data type has every data type have some different type of storage memory in its memory. We will be discussing about the memory in later classes, but let us understand memory is nothing but a storage place where And let us consume, let us understand this. There is a packet of biscuit where we can just insert 6 biscuits in that packet. What if I say that in this biscuit packet, can you insert 10 biscuits? Is it possible? No, right? It has a certain sort of limitations to that biscuit size. Or else if I say this bottle of perfume has a quantity of 100 ml, can I insert a 200 ml inside this bottle? Isn't it possible, right? So that's what this data type size matters in the storage. Every data type has its own different sizes. We will be discussing in the next slides. So let's get into the next slide to understand the concept more better. Here, in data types, we have different types of data types. So data type is a concept, but types are different. Okay, so let's understand the few data types concepts in C language. Here we have covered all the 3 types. They are divided into primary, or that is all primitive, derived, and user defined. There are few types of these. So let's understand with the beginning. Here I would say the first primitive we are going to discuss. These are, we will be discussing in the later classes. These are also important, and these will be defined or made by us. So let's understand it. Primary are those which are default in a C language, which are given by the default standard libraries of a particular language in C. So there are integer, character, floating number, double, floating point, and void. These are primitive or primary type of data types available in C language. We will be discussing it now itself. And derived are those which are derived from these primary data types. Yeah, exactly. These are derived from these. So these are derived ones, data types. Yeah, we will be discussing these in the later classes. Till now, and then these are the user defined, which are made by us. We are the users, we are the programmers who will be make these sorts of data types. They are class, structure, union, enum, and type def. These will be discussed in the later classes further when we will be moving up with a higher probability of making a program. Later on, let's understand the topic of derived. Yeah, derived, we have functions, array, pointer, and references. These things will be discussed in the later classes. Although one of the concept which we actually know is a function, what actually we have discussed in the previous prior classes. Yeah, so integer. Let's understand the concept integer. Integer is nothing but inclusion of 0 with the negative and the positive numbers, and these have a particular range in a sort of things. Integer also are divided into many types. We will be discussing in the later in the next slide. Over there, character is nothing but a mixture of symbols, also called, can be said in a character we can include alphabetical order, alphabets, and also numerics. You know that yeah, we can include both, and also we can use sorts of symbols inside it. Yeah, and floating point are those sometimes we need to write like sort of numericals which has a decimal inside in them, like a percentage or gross product, GDP type of things, or a population control system type of programs where we use the pointer with like a sort of decimal to show the accuracy of the probability of the numerical values. So that type of things are available in this floating point. Those are decimal type of value. I will be showing you out the value ranges and the storage type of amount of storage that take in a particular system. Double floating is nothing but it's a sort of extended float value, like that can take a little more length than a floating value. That's the difference. And a void is nothing but it has nothing. Like we have sometimes we have a sort of box which has nothing, null, right? It has nothing. See, so I hope that you have understood these primitive data types. We'll be coding something to understand these two in the next program too. Let's understand a little more. Yeah, see that guys, this is a table I have created for you, including the types of integers, types of floating values, and also types of double values. And also let's don't think of these format specifiers. We'll be discussing in the later classes, but let's understand till this. Okay, short int. Integers also have some sorts of difference, like small int, larger int, unsigned and signed int, and these will be clumsy for you if you don't understand the concept eager one. So let's get into the topic. Int, integer value, as we have discussed, including 0 and negative and the positive numbers. So it has particular range and a sort of memory storage value. Space complexity can be discussed in the later classes, but till then See, a short int is a integer value, but its value is range is a little small than a particular int. So its range varies from minus 32,768 to 32,767. This is the range of a particular short int, and also you can observe the ranges of these all. I'm not going to discuss it. There is a proper slide for you made with a wholehearted work for you and hard work. So these are unsigned short int, which unsigned short int nothing means there will be no sign, right? Positive integers. Yeah, if it is signed, it means a negative integer is present, because plus we don't use any sort of sign, but in a negative sense we use a negative sign. So unsigned is a negative, unsigned is a positive integers. See, this is a sort of byte storage. Let us don't discuss the sort of byte here. We will be discussing it in later videos when we will be discussing the storage properly, the sort of storage types like bytes, bits, and all like megabyte, terabyte, all the memory we will be discussing in the later classes. But till then, understand this is a sort of memory storage. That's it. Yeah. So these are the type of float, as we have discussed. It takes 4 bytes. Yeah. Int is also taking 4 bytes, but one thing, it's very important to understand that it varies with the type of system you are using. Like, because computer systems are of many types, like maybe it is a 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit, that is highest in our particular range of localities. I too have a 64-bit that takes 4 bytes for an int value, and other takes different values. So I hope you have understood the class today's with sorts of different data types, having different ranges and different type of storage values, and I hope you will be understanding the later classes. Before that, now understand, we are gonna do a little small program that resembles the type of data and what type of storage does it take and what is the range of it. So let's understand with a code. So let's get into the VS Code. It is our code editor and we'll be understanding it very easily. So let's quickly go into it. We are back again, and I'll be just typing out in the search bar for VS Code. Yeah, this is our VS Code, but not go like that. Let's go via our yeah, we will be going out with our program file, right? We'll be creating CD. The Sigma codes is, yeah, the C Sigma. See, you can see, right, this one. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's open it in our code, VS Code. This is the simple process. You also, I hope that you make like the things you make, you're gonna make like this only. So okay, we are all set to go, and let's create a new file with a name. What shall we keep the name? This is the topic of data types. So let's data and underscore. As you know, the file naming system is totally different in here, and .c, which is an extension of a C file. So let's create a file. Yeah, this is the file which is created, all done. And let's, okay guys, I hope that this is visible to you, or else I'll just increase the size. Yeah, let's get into this. And let's code something. Okay, so firstly, as all you know, that we're gonna write the hash include, which includes the, guys, you have to answer it. This includes the required files for a C language, header files for the program what we are going to write. And then let's get to the next point, that is we'll be creating a int main, or you can write a void, which is also, as you have understood what actually void is. Void is a empty set, okay, empty sort of thing, empty set, empty or a null data type. Okay, so inside this understand the point, I'm declaring 2 variables, variable 1 comma variable 2. Got the point? I have declared 2 variables. Let's give the values to them. Okay, we are giving it through variable 1 has a value of 10. Okay, it is an int type, right? So that's the reason. Okay, let's understand the float also. Float, okay, float, and then variable 1 comma variable 2. Yeah, okay, let's understand for the character also. Character, for this character 1 comma character 2. I have given 2 characters, and these, and double, let's understand also the double one. Okay, double, let's write it double. Okay, for double we will be writing DBL in a short form, and a 1 comma dbl2. Okay, let's now change this one as flt float1, and also this one into a float2. Yeah, flt2. This is good, right? We have declared a 4 type of different data types. Got the point? I hope so. That these are variable names. See, these are variable names, and these int, float, character and double are sort of data types, and these data types are actually primitive or a primary data types in a C language. Yeah, so we have declared sort of data types in this, and now we are simply giving the values to them. Got the point? So I have given 10. Okay, then variable 2, or else now we don't give that much of time to a program. Let's give a single values to them. Okay, no, it's okay. Let's give them a values. Okay, variable 2 has a value of 20. It's actually a, okay. So nextly we have a flt1, that is float 1, which has a value of 10.2. okay. Nextly we will go into flt2, which is having a value of 100.6, or else give it 606. okay, understood. flt2, and then we have a character, right? So character 1, hope we have character 1, and we are giving it a name of m. Exactly. Another we have a character 2 of hopefully we will be giving up a simple symbol to it. Yeah, we have given a symbol to it. Let's understand it a little more funny way. So now we have given few sorts of names to these character type and all those data types. Let's get a little more further, and dbl, that is a double float. Double is nothing but a type of float itself. Let's give it a value. So double one has a value of 23.546, and let's understand it a little more deeper. dbl2, which has a value of 45, and let me give a little more long, because it is having a range of having a good range, right? So let's understand. So we have declared and initialized these data types, and also included the variable into a sort of value. So now I'm gonna print them. So what is actually print, guys? Print is nothing but a sort of statement that gives an output of particular thing which we want. Got the point? Yeah. So let's get into the print statement. Here in the print statement we are gonna write some code. That is the value of what? The value of int is, yeah, int is. So let's understand var1 comma var2. Yeah, let's get these values. Okay, comma, I'm giving it var1 comma var2. So till then understand what actually here going on is, we are just giving the values of these. Okay, just we are giving the values of these. Done. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm just simply gonna copy this statement, and I'm gonna just simply apply it for 4 times. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is simply change these values. So in this I'm gonna change it like these are for float flt1, and this is flt2. So let's do it a little faster. flt2, yeah, and then this is flt3. Sorry, not, there is nothing such a variable, but a character. Yeah, character 1, and this is the character 2. Yeah, and then we have this, which is a dlb1. Okay, dlb1 and dlb2. I hopefully think that you have understood what actually we have done here. We have simply given the values what we want, but we need to change these two also. So let's change them. This is float flt1 comma flt2, and also these are character 1 comma character 2, and then these are like double, right? So double 1 comma double 2. Okay, is it not available? DB, okay, DLB, not DBL, right? So I have given a little, see, I have just told, right, that case sensitive. So these are case sensitive. What we have written, we should samely write them, then only they will be identifying these things. See, now it's correct, they haven't not giving any type of error here. So I hope that it's clear till now. And what we are gonna do is just simply change these also. It's not mandatory, but it would be better if we write the proper code. So let's change this one to it's a character, and this is a double one, so double. So one of the main thing you will be understanding now is we haven't given a format specifier, which we haven't discussed yet, but we will be discussing it in later videos. So till then, understand that. Let's get into that sheet so that I can tell you, explain you what actually I mean to. See here in this PPT, if you understand that where does the double is there. See double, for double, so let's understand for the int. See int, for this int it's taking 4 bytes, that is storage. This is the range, but see this, it is a format specifier. That int is represented with %d, same as float. For float we write %f, for double we write %lf, and long double we write lf, and also these have different type of format specifiers. For character we write simply %c, see, %c. For unsigned it's c. That's what, simple, right? Got the point? Let's get into the VS Code. Okay, now we are giving simply one thing, that percentage. Let's understand what percentage, which is, yeah, %d comma %d. Why we, okay, there is a simple problem, that is percentage f, sorry, this is actually float, right? So percentage, where is that percentage f. Yeah, we are right, we are all through, we are good now. So let's give these two also. Percentage, yeah, what, d, right? It is an integer, so percentage d. These are integers, so we have given %d. Now understand the %c for the case of this c. These are character %c. Done with these things. Yeah, superb guys, we have done with these things. And now we are gonna give the %lf, which is a long, right? So comma lf, %lf. What is lf? Long double. And actual में देखिए, float, for float we have given %f, and for double %lf. Double is d, but actually what it is, double means nothing but a simply longer value of float. That's it. Got the point? That's it. Now we have given this sort of thing, and one statement we are missing, that is return value. We want a return statement, so we can have a written value there. So we have written the code. Superb. Let's save it with a control S statement and let's run the program. What does it give? See, I think I have just given a little, what does it say? It's a assignment makes integer from pointer. What does this say? A data type. Warning, assignment makes integer from pointer. Assignment makes integer from pointer without a cast, with conversion, something. Okay, I hope that the value of int, see, it given a little, they have given something here. Yeah, they have given an output here. The value of int is var1 and var2, that is 10 and 20. The value of float is, see, float 1 and float, okay, let me just check out. They haven't mentioned any float value here. Yeah, they have given 10.200 and this is the 100 point. Yeah, we have these values of float. Also the values of a character here, h and jt. What does this actually? Actually I have given the values of m and, okay, the okay, h and j. The value of double is dbl. See, we have the outputs. Yeah, we have the outputs here. So I hope that you have got that what actually these things do. They have different specifiers. You can play with these, changing the format specifiers, changing the data types into different. It's all up to you. I have given a DPP in the description. You have to just go it and check out what the DPP says. DPP has nothing but daily practice sets where you just practice the questions what I have given it. So according to that, you have some questions and also the code snippets. Node snippet. What is node snippet? Node snippets are those where you have the solution of the code with the proper code panel. Okay, this code panel will be inside that picture. So I hope you understood the concept of data types. The format specifiers will be discussed in the later classes, are more deep, and also escape sequence. For that, let me just give a little brief. Here, if I just simply include a slash n. And also for whole all of these, what will these do? Let's understand. Let's see what actually this will do. Let's understand with this thing. This is the thing. So let's understand this thing. Hopefully this is not the thing. I hope this is a little wrong. Okay, so see, I have given a little change in this code that I have just simply added. I just simply added a thing that is just a simple slash n. What does this do? Let's understand. If I run it, it gives me, see, the code just added a next line to it. Say here here in this previous output what we have saw it, these all are in a single line. See, these all are in a single line. That is very ugly to see. But in this code, see, they all are in a different lines. Got the point? This is the thing. This is the thing. This slash n does this the thing. It makes the line into next line. So I hope that you have understood the concept of this slash n. This thing will be discussed in detail in the next videos, where we will be discussing about the escape sequences and format specifiers more correctly and more deeply. Till then, take care and bye bye. And also, if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, just do that fastly and just click the bell icon right there to get the all new notifications and latest videos and updates. So till then, take care, bye bye, and we will be meeting out in the next video. Bye bye.